And welcome back to the channel. Today a very important video is going to be a quick one. I'm going to explain to you what could be happening today with BTC. Super important, CPI today. Let's see what could be happening with BTC, what I'm going to do, when I'm going to sell, when I'm going to buy, and so much more. And also we're going to talk about Ethereum, Solana, and Analysis. This video is brought to you by our partner Bluefin. Guys, we are running an insane promotion right now, up to $10,000. If you deposit, you basically can trade with this future bonus money, $10,000 for free to do whatever you want. Maybe you're gonna get lucky, you can use $10,000, buy one of the altcoins, it's gonna do 100x, you can become a millionaire soon, basically with free money. Otherwise, there's so many other offers, guys, up to 1,500 future bonus, 3,000, 200. So come and join Bluefin, guys. Only 10 people available. The spots are gonna be filled very quickly, so hurry up and get your bonus. Or otherwise, guys, BTUnix also up to $400 in futures bonus, or like 25%. So also hurry up, guys. These spots are getting filled very quickly to basically trade with free money, future bonus. Hurry up, come, because you will not regret it, especially right now, which things could be going up like crazy. So basically right now Bitcoin has like around 113,700, but the situation has been very, very choppy. And the question is, if we're gonna see this, for example, like a pump, do you know when to short? Or if you're gonna see a dump as well, do you know the levels that we're gonna go and buy? Well, I'm gonna show you pretty much what we could be looking at. But otherwise, of course, lots of people are asking me about my Discord group, my VIP group premium, where basically what we do in our VIP group, guys, I want to show you first of all a little bit of trading results that's coming from here. So basically you can see that we've been doing extremely well with the VIP group. And what is actually quite important is that we're a community of professional traders. We have short-term trading, long-term trading, spot trading as well. Basically, when I'm going to buy, when I'm going to sell, long-term analysis. We also do analysis on demand. If you basically come on the VIP, you want to know what to buy, what to sell, the price prediction, everything, what I'm doing even right now, guys, we basically cover all of that. We do also crypto daily updates analysis with entry point, exit points for basically 2 altcoins every day. Sorry, 4 altcoins every day, and also Bitcoin daily with all the, you can see entry point, exit point. Guys, if you really want to get the best crypto hub in the world, what you're gonna do is to come and join our VIP. There is a link in the description with the trading results. But now let's concentrate on BTC. So that's gonna be my scenario and what I'm expecting right now. Basically, if you take a terminal called, for example, Market Making Pro, and you can see like a little bit more in depth what's happening right now with BTC. Is that we're basically in a situation where there are so many selling orders in between 115,000, 119,000, and also in between 113,000 to like 104,000. If somebody tells you, I know exactly where Bitcoin is going to go because bro, the Fed now is going to cut interest rates and blah, 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 is a complete idiot. It's impossible to understand right now where Bitcoin is going to go. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you some hints which what I could be expecting right now. And by the way, guys, if you go on Twitter, everybody is super bullish. Everybody's talking about the parabolic melt-up, season coming today, the Fed is going to cut rates, 100% guarantee, and blah, blah, blah. So I really urge you to be careful. Also, CPI. If CPI comes basically in line with expectation at 2.9, okay, or above, that's not going to be good. The market actually could be having a sell-off. But if it comes probably below 2.7, like 2.6, 2.5, we could be seeing a further rally to the upside. Now, I'm going to show you today a little bit of doubtful speculation. That's how you say, I don't know. Speculation with doubts is that at the moment, guys, BTC is basically has broken this very important level of resistance, which was coming here. And now the 2 major levels of liquidity, which I'm basically observing right now, are at in between 115,500 to 117,500. And the next one is basically down to here around 103,000 to 105,000. Now, this, guys, is pure speculation. It's not financial advice, and I don't want you to trade based on what I'm going to say, but that's what I'm going to do. What I'm probably expecting is that BTC, due to I would say, the anticipation of the news of a rate cut because of PPI, because of many economic indicators suggesting that the Fed is going to cut rates in a week time. Probably what I could be seeing is that regardless of the CPI today, BTC could be having what we call a fake breakout. Okay, so we could be seeing something like that, maybe a pump up to this area, but then what I'm thinking that this area is going to probably scream a little bit of danger. It's going to be a little bit of danger. Why? Because the overall trend right now, although we could be see a pump from this important level of liquidity, the trend right now, it's not very strong. Okay, so somebody could argue, yeah, this is the wave number 4, and now we're gonna go to number 5. But what I'm trying to think at the moment, right, is this a wave 5? Okay, so we have wave 4, and this is wave 5, and it's gonna go straight to $145,000. Or is this a B wave of an ABC? So what I'm talking about is going to be, you have an A, you have a B, and then you have a C. And I told you this so many times. What I'm actually a little bit doubtful right now is the fact that whenever you finish a cycle, BTC tend to find like a top, like a blow off top, which here, I don't know if we have seen a blow off top. Like, to me, it looks more like I don't know, like a shit top, we can say. But there is also like a very large cluster level of liquidity. Everybody's talking about Fed cutting rates and CPI, and CPI coming lower, and Fed rate cuts guarantee we're going to go to the moon. And that's really, I don't like it, because in general, that kind of behavior, it's usually shows whenever people are like into like a euphoria, complacency. I don't know how you wanna call it. So to me, personally, I feel that this scenario of an ABC is going to be more likely to then, of course, recharge the batteries and then to continue higher. In general, what I notice in my humble experience is that wave fours usually tend to form with a little bit of uncertainty and fear. For example, this is going to be the end of the bull cycle, it's over, and blah, blah, blah. But right now, I mean, we are having the opposite, guys. We're totally having the opposite, and we're basically below all-time high. So unless BTC is not going to go and really pump like crazy above like 125K, and it's going to continue to go crazy, then I'm probably going to say, guys, I was totally wrong, and sadly, I will have to take my gains, my profits. I feel so bad for that. But otherwise, looking at the situation from here, to me, those levels of liquidity are going to be taken, and then we're going to continue to go higher. Again, take these things with a pinch of salt. Also, do your own research, very important, but that's what I will do, and that's what I'm thinking to do. If I need to accumulate, what kind of area I'm going to accumulate, guys? Probably around here, not at this point. I'm already invested 60% of my money into crypto, 40% in cash. If it's going to go down to here, I'm going to add more, but right now, not really thinking is the right case. Now, next one I want to show you as well, very important, is Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, similar situation. To me, I can see lots of people calling for, yeah, now it's going to go to 6,000, 7,000, 20,000. But at the same time, guys, so medium term, so if you're talking about, let's say, I don't know, the next 6 months, 4 to 6 months, I would say the Ethereum chart, in my opinion, looks amazing. Like, really, nobody can deny that looks very, very nice. I'm really, I would say, not convinced, but I would say a scenario of Ethereum going to 6 to 7,000 is probably likely, considering what happened recently, that it pumped from basically 1,300 to 5,000, like in 2 months, 2.5 months. So, but at the same time, right, at the moment, right, at this point here, I'm a little bit concerned that Ethereum is not really looking very, very strong. Okay, so similar to what I said to BTC, what I probably could be seeing right now is, okay, we're going to have a low CPI, lower than expected. We need to see the pump. Okay, if the pump is going to come like crazy and we just really break the screen, we go to a new all-time high, then of course it's going to continue higher, and probably we're going to end the cycle. It's going to be the end of the cycle. But if you're going to see, let's say, a reaction where, yeah, it goes to 4,500, 600, is like struggling like that, to me, I think this is probably like an ABC. So ABC, and then what I would like to see Ethereum as well for is, we can say wave number 4. So you can see we had, I'm gonna go and cancel all of this. We had probably wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then we should be having wave 5, something like that, up to 6,500, 7,000. That's what I could be seeing with Ethereum. So if it was about to pull, let's say, a wave number 4, then the area I would be looking at is probably going to be here. It's going to be around here, in between probably 3,700, 3,900. And then from there, probably continuation. So what I will say from here, my opinion, looking at the charts, probably say little pump, fake out, drop down to here, and then the real pump. But I can tell you already that if you're going to go and break down from here, people are going to start to call for a bear market. They're going to be in fear, and that's what I want. I really want people calling fear. Right now, there's too much euphoria. Not really convinced about this. Now, another thing which I would say we're going to take into consideration as well, guys, Topol3 market cap on a really verge blink of a total explosion. So what is the matter here as well with Topol3? Again, so if you talk about, I would say, macro point of view, everything, I would say there is a chance that this like Topol3 could be probably trying a fake out today. So you can even see, if I'm going to go and connect my RSI to this point, right, what it could be doing, it could be trying a fake out, make everybody believe we're going to go and basically go to the moon, then have a little bit of a drop down to here, and then the real movement starts. Okay, and also what we saw as well during the previous CPI is that the CPI basically had a pump, and then we had a retracement. So what I could be thinking from here, a little bit of a pump, a retracement, and then it's probably going to continue to the upside. So that's going to be very exciting. Now, another couple of things just to discuss today, which are making me feel a little bit, doubtful as well. Number one, guys, is the 10-year, the US 10-year Treasury yield. So at the moment, this basically indicator is a very strong leading indicator that is on the verge of a breakdown. So to me, the certainty, the likelihood of seeing a crypto parabolic melt up with Bitcoin going to 150K, whatever, probably is going to be determined by the breakdown of this important area of support, which if it's going to break down, it's probably going to find the support down to this level, roughly 3.5 to 3.4%. Why this chart is very important? Because in general, whenever this one goes down, basically it means that investors are taking money away from fixed income and put them into things which are going to return more money. Just to give an example, they're getting for 10 years 4%. If it's going to go down to 3.5%, they're going to think, I'm going to put my money into risk assets, not into basically, into almost like staking, let's put it this way. So if it's going to go down to there, then basically the Fed will not have any other choice than cut rates, and also money will be probably rotated into risk assets. But at the same time, we are at a very important level of support, which, as you actually can see from here, has always been acting as a support. So is this the real movement? And we're going to see this US 10Y to collapse completely, and then we can see a risk asset to go crazy? Or is this going to be basically a fake out? We're going to see, first of all, a pump up to here, crypto bleeding, stocks bleeding a little bit, and then the real movement to the downside. If I see things from, like I say, like a macro point of view, it looks very bullish. Okay, nobody can deny that. But shorter term, what is going to be the likelihood? And that's the reason why I'm not 100% into crypto. I'm only 60-40, because basically this is helping me to prevent this situation of, like, let's say 15-20% altcoins breakdown, and then I can buy the dip. So remember, always very important to have an edge in this market and not to be stupid to go and just go all in. Another thing which is very important, guys, is the DXY. DXY is also at a very important level of support. So again, if you're going to be able to go and break down this area, we're going to see a DXY breakdown and to continue to go down, let's say to 87 to 88, then of course the assumption is going to be a melt up. Risk assets, altcoins are going to go probably parabolic. They're going to go crazy. But at the same time, we are at a very important level of resistance, meaning that the scenario, more likely scenario is going to be perhaps a retest of this area similar to BTC. So A and then B and then C, and it will be making sense. Okay, so you're gonna go down to here, try to retest to this area, make everybody scared, and then boom, you just do like the final blow. And in this final blow, what I want to say, and to me is gonna be so important to have a glorious alt season, is gonna be in conjunction with the Bitcoin dominance. Whenever Bitcoin is gonna go, and let's say is going to go to like a new all-time high, 150K, 160K. I don't care how much it's gonna go. In my opinion, 140, 150. I want to see this one to go and retrace back up our Bitcoin dominance, and then again A, B, and then C, and then once and if we're gonna be able to go below this area around 44 to 47% Bitcoin dominance, then of course altcoins guys are gonna perform very, very well. So at the moment, very similar to DXY, similar to the US at 10Y, everything is looking incredibly oversold. Whereas here, you can see that even here, really oversold, guys. So maybe we could be doing a sweep from here, go back up again, Bitcoin could be bleeding, and then pull like a new all-time high, drop it again, and then, guys, whenever it drops and BTC goes up as well, altcoins could be, of course, go parabolic. So that's what I'm basically looking for at the moment. Now, the last couple of things as well, very important, is going to be the S&P 500, guys. S&P on a verge of a melt up, but the question is it going to go for a melt up? Is it going to go and explode right now? I mean, you can see that basically we're just going up non-stop, or is going to be a fake out as well. Fake out, news are priced in, and then we dropped to scare everybody, and then we can see the final pump to the upside. Very difficult news. So I think for today, guys, that's it. I don't want to go too much in depth, but as always, there talking also like a little bit about altcoins as well. There's so many altcoins. For example, I want to show you very quickly, like AVAX forming an interesting inverted head and shoulder. You can see so many of the altcoins are looking like that. Okay, but at the same time, guys, they are basically not. They still haven't broken up, so you can still see the neckline. Okay, the neckline hasn't been broken yet, and probably today is going to be the confirmation if it's going to be able to do so. But again, to see this is the alt season, and then AVAX, for example, is going to go up to, I don't know, $120. At the moment, I would say the more likely scenario is going to be a completion, the inverted head and shoulder. So shoulder, head, shoulder, breakout after maybe 40, 45, and then probably drop again, and then the real move. That's what I can see right now. And sorry, the last one I forgot today, Solana as well. That's what I'm expecting also with Solana. Is Solana going to go to a new all-time high today? Well, I don't know. But what I know is that probably what we could be seeing if the same thing happens with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, could be a fake out, drop to make everybody scared, and then the real movement starts. But again, overall, guys, things are looking bullish. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful for you to understand a little bit better where we are. I really hope that I'm wrong, and we're gonna see a parabolic, super melt up with Bitcoin to $200 million. But I guess it's always important to stay level-headed and to understand where you are in the market and treat your money with respect, because trading is very risky. You can end up losing lots of money. You can make a lot, but it's always good to really have an edge and to be educated as much as possible. But otherwise, you have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another video.